Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's It's Just My Opinion. I know I change this up every week of what it's basically like, but it's about 12:15 at night right now, and I got Taco Bell wrappers everywhere. It usually means one of two things. One, I'm fat. And two, I just got back from a concert. I went to go see Children of Bodom at the Paramount Theater in Huntington, New York. It was a great show. They had 4 bands playing tonight. They had Threat Signal, Revocation, Eluveitie, and Children of Bodom. I'm going to go through each one, actually, just so that you get a view of what it was like. I got little notes here that I'm going to occasionally look down at. Threat Signal was okay. They were kind of boring. My friend actually came up to me and said they were basically soil work without balls. I think that's a little harsh, but I didn't really enjoy it that much. I have friends who are huge Threat Signal fans, and they really liked it. I liked that the bass player looked exactly like Jesus, and I thought the drummer was pretty good, but compared to all the bands that played afterwards, this might have been the worst drummer of the night, but that's not saying anything personally against him. It's just comparatively. He's going up against Children of Bodom, Eluveitie, and Revocation. One thing that I did want to mention, though, was that I didn't really enjoy it, but I think Threat Signal is perfect for this tour. This tour is perfect for like a metalcore band that wanted to get more exposure by latching onto something like Children of Bodom. Threat Signal is a good addition to this. I'm not saying that the show sucked because of it. I just didn't enjoy Threat Signal, but they're the opening band. You're not always supposed to love the opening band. That's why they're starting off the show. The second band that played was Revocation. And Revocation were all on point. The sound was a little bit off, and this showed up later in the night, but it was pretty apparent for Revocation. The guitarist for Revocation, I've said this before, is phenomenal. I don't have his name offhand, but he's just incredible. This is the second time I've seen Revocation, and it's just amazing every time I go see it. Please, if you get a chance to see this band, check them out, because it's definitely worth every penny. He was voted by Metal Sucks as the #1 modern metal guitarist, and he deserves that award. I don't know if they gave him a check or something. They should at least give him like an attaboy. But he was just fantastic. He was definitely the best part of the set. The best part of the night was when they actually did an instrumental. The bass player does a lot of the vocals while the guitarist is busy going to work. And I think that really kills it sometimes for me. I'm not a fan of his voice over the music, but the instrumental was great. It was from the album Existence is Futile, and I think it's funny that I remember that, but I don't remember the actual name of the song. But Revocation's fantastic. You should definitely check them out. Eluveitie. Eluveitie is phenomenal. I've seen them once before. I saw them at New England Metal and Hardcore Festival in 2010. And this was 10 times better. And I loved it the first time I saw it. I'm not trying to give too much away because I'm doing an actual Eluveitie review later on this week. But there is like a couple things that I can say. First of all, go see Eluveitie. They're phenomenal. I'm not really giving much away by saying that I like the band. I always have. Their last album, Everything Remains As It Never Was one of my favorite albums of all time. And they played a lot from that, which I was very happy about. For the new stuff, I will say that the only thing I could say is that it sounds tremendously better live than it did on the actual album. For the rest, you're going to have to check out the rest of the review. You know, it's kind of a cliffhanger, but whatever. And finally, Children of Bodom. This is the second time I've seen Children of Bodom, and the first time I saw them, they were in a support slot, so they only got to play 6 or 7 songs. It was terrible. I hated it. If there's a couple things I could say about it, it's that the sound was really not good. I don't know whether it's the venue's place, because this is a new place. The Paramount in Huntington is a new place. They've had a couple of shows, but they've only been around since, I think, maybe November. And their sound for Children of Bodom was really bad, for the drums especially. Alexi Laiho's a fantastic guitarist. I think he's one of the best on the planet right now. He pulled off an amazing show. One thing I'm glad at is that the sound was really bad for the drums, but one thing they didn't have a problem with was the keyboards and the guitars, which is what I came to Children of Bodom to see. They played Like Bodom, which is the song I came to see in the beginning. So, yeah, I mean, I had a great time tonight. I thought it was fantastic. I think this tour is a great way for Eluveitie to get more exposure, which I want to happen. I want more people to hear this band. Especially to hear their old stuff. Their old stuff is phenomenal. And the fact that there's 10 people on stage playing at once, playing folk instruments. And that's actually one thing I forgot to include. The lead singer plays 4 or 5 different types of flute instruments. and a mandolin. And he does all the vocals, except for Rose for Epona and some parts of Quote the Raven. He does most of the work, and they have a full bagpipe that comes out. They have a hurdy-gurdy, which is, it's called a hurdy-gurdy, that's why I love it so much. But the band itself is just phenomenal to see live, and definitely check them out. And yeah, Children of Bodom, go see them, because just to see Alexi Laiho play guitar, to see the drummer go crazy, to see the keyboardist not give a flying rat's ass about what he's doing. He's the most nonchalant keyboardist I've ever seen in my life. He literally, throughout most of the set, was just drinking with one hand and playing with the other. It's amazing to see. So go check this tour out. Check out all the bands that are there. Check out all their new releases, because most of them do have new releases. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll get more album reviews for the next week, but every time I go to a show, I think this would be kind of fun to do. And if not, you don't have to watch it. It's just my opinion.